Hi Barb, how are you?
I'm doing really well, thank you,
All right, good. So my question to you is, how many programs have you tried before coming to me?
Honestly, I can't even keep count. I know that I've tried a lot of stuff on my own, and then I've done, like the Weight Watchers and I think the first program diet I was on, I was like 16. So I've been working at that for a long time.
I know, so you've been at it, that's awesome. So why did you choose coming to our clinic?
Honestly, because of you. Because when I called, I was looking for the primary care physician because my primary care physician really didn't have any, reduce your calories, increase your exercise. That's all they kept saying to me. And it's like, I can't work out hours and hours and hours a day. So when I called you to see about the primary care and you said you were focusing on the weight loss, I think just your personal, this is what I'm focused on. This is, this is what I want for my patients because of the side effects that obesity has on people, especially later in life. So you're the reason I came.
Oh, you're so kind. So tell me your story so far. Like, where were you? Where are you? How do you feel with the amount of weight you lost and how much you lost?
Well, I guess I was kind of just at this resolved place. Like, I'm just fat and I feel blah all the time. And so I feel great. I have so much energy. Even, we went back to work because we'd been off for 2 months and I was really nervous about that. But I just, I went to work, I was able to get through the day and I didn't feel drained. I don't feel hungry. I've had a couple bouts of the hunger, but just kind of understanding the physiology of what's happening with my body and the food and how that affects it. I mean, that just puts my mind in a great place. So it's 27 pounds. It's a lot, but it is just so much more than that. I feel amazing.
And then what do you feel your understanding is about how you're eating before? Do you feel with the program that your education's, where your education is, where your understanding is with what to do?
I feel like I'm in a better place because, you see all these diets, Atkins and keto and, low calorie, and really just looking at the food and the content of the food, understanding the sugar. I read those 2 books that you recommended and like how the sugar affects your body, and then realizing that sugar is in everything. And it's like, can I live without the Ritz crackers, which I love, versus just eating some walnuts and, and saying yes, because I think too, I'm at a place in my life where it's like, I need to make time for me because nobody else is going to, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm here, take care of me.
Absolutely, and I love everything that you just said. So how do you feel your approach is going to be for long-term weight loss, and how your outlook is with the support that you get here? How do you feel that are you going to be able to achieve and follow these habits that we're working on?
Absolutely, I really do. We had one of our teleconference meetings and I had asked you, because I kind of got down on myself and I was like, what's going to be different about this? And so I asked you that question, Dr. S, what's going to be different about this program versus what I've done in the past? And you said you said that you have that information, you have the power. And so when I was having those whatever, looking at the crackers or whatever my husband, somebody had, my son, he's 12, so he wants to eat all that stuff too. It was like, you know what, she's right. It's me. I'm what's different because she's giving me that information and that power and that knowledge. Just me.
I couldn't even have said it in any better words, because my goal with my patients is to give power to you.
Yes.
And where you are educated, where you have the power to make these choices and, differentiate between right and wrong.
Right, because I think that's always what I was asking my doctor, right? Like, okay, what should I be eating? How should I be eating? Because I honestly, I eat, we eat turkey burger. We don't eat a lot of red meat, things like that. We had done a lot of the things already, but it was kind of like piecing it all together with the information that you gave me. It was like, okay, well, that makes sense. So I can still eat, turkey tacos, but I just don't eat a tortilla. I use lettuce as a wrap instead. And instead of eating sauce, like spaghetti sauce, instead of buying, canned tomato sauce, which has sugar in it, last week I just made my own spaghetti sauce out of fresh tomatoes. And so, the contents, the carbs and all that stuff, trying to balance that. And then quantity and being full, like that's a big thing. Like I don't know how many times I'd be up at night and I would just be so hungry. I'd be like, oh, okay, you don't really need to eat. Why don't you just go to bed? And then I go to bed and I toss and I turn and I get up. And not even sweets, just food in general. I haven't had none of that. Like no late night eating. The latest I think I ate maybe was 8 or 9, and I ate a handful of walnuts.
Wow.
Right? And that happened almost instantly. Like it was literally like within the first week. I was just like, you know, is this me? Is it just in my head? But it's not. It's my body.
It is.
It is.
Then you are the most powerful person in your life.
Yes.
So you make those choices, and you know, as a mother, you and I have talked about this before. It is so incredibly important for us to take care of ourselves and lay that foundation for our kids, so they look at us and they, you know, make better choices in their life. So
Yes.
then their children will make better choices.
Hopefully, right? And two, I've been working on that with my son. He's 12. You know, he's a little more resistant to it.
Yeah.
But he's been doing pretty good. And I don't know what we made for dinner last night, but I was like, see, it's like, it's not that bad. And he's like, no, you're right, Mom. It's not, you know, because
Aw.
he likes vegetables and stuff too. He just wants to eat crackers and stuff. So we're just working on kind of trying to reduce some of that stuff, so he's not eating late at night. And because, you know, with them being home right now, they're bored.
Right.
Yeah, and so it's the eating. So keeping him busy and trying to help him learn. And we talked about the age thing too. You know, you're 12, and I'm not saying you need to be on a diet or anything like that. I would never expect that of a child, right? But that let me help you teach you these things so that when you become an adult, you're not in the same situation.
Absolutely.
Because the older you get, the harder it gets.
And you know, again, we talk about these things so much that we almost are thinking and talking alike now, right?
Yes.
So because as a mother, it's so near and dear to me for any of my patients to be educated well enough, for their families to follow, you know, good eating habits going forward. So,
Right.
you know, I think this is amazing. I am so excited for our like journey together.
I am too. You know, we just got started, and I think it's going to go really well.
Yeah.
And I think even if there are some bumps in the road, which there normally are, that's just life, right?
We got it.
We
We're
got
a team.
We got it.
We
Yeah.
got it.
We got it.
All right, Barb. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.